Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Ask Al Terry Henry, and once again, you're tuning in to Al Terry Henry Investments. I want to give you a secret. You know, for many years, you all have heard of the market where you can buy houses through tax liens and tax sales, where people don't pay the taxes. 2 years in pass, you go there, you pay the property taxes, and next thing you know, you own the house. Voila. Well, I'm going to give you some information that you really never heard of before that's going to change your whole entire existence, your whole entire life. What about business liens or business sales? All you have to do, and this is a multi-million-dollar deal, years ago, before I tell you what to do, I took over a business 15 years ago that changed my whole life. I was poor just like you, grew up in a ghetto, didn't have nothing, mama, 8 kids, no dad, the whole 9 yards. We ate off of one plate. And didn't know where our next meal was going to come from. But I'm telling you, as I begin to grow older and begin to get wiser, I took that same idea of taking the houses from taxes, and I took that idea and I took the businesses from taxes. All you have to do is look, every day people is dying. People are losing their lives. They plan on waking up the next day and it don't happen. So they lose their life. But some of those people own businesses. You'd be surprised at how many thousands of businesses that have been abandoned. Just like these $1 million mansions, they're abandoned. Nobody's there no more. Thousands of businesses are being abandoned. Businesses with lion's share, businesses with credit, businesses that have been around. All of these things, they're there. And all you have to do is find out which business it is. Go to Google and start Googling businesses. If you are, let's say, a professional photographer, you look up all the photographer businesses in your area, in surrounding area, or wherever you want to move to, and you find out if there is a photography business, and you begin to call the numbers, and if any one of those numbers are disconnected, or the people say they're no longer in business, bingo, that's the business you go for. And you ain't got to start from scratch with SEO work. You take over that business, you call the Secretary of State. When you get to the Secretary of State, you tell them you want to buy that business because the owner is no longer operating that business. They're going to sell you that business for probably $30, $40, whatever it costs to renew it. Once you renew that business, then you take over that business, you make an email for that business, you go and you start changing your online accounts. I can do all that for you. Trust me, I can do all that for you, but it costs. It's going to cost you about $2,500, but I can take over a business for you. Now, once you take over that business, you don't start from scratch because the business is already labeled and listed on Google. It already have its market share on Google. Now, automatically, when I took over my business, automatically the phone started ringing. I took the business. It took me about 3 weeks to a month to take the business. And then once the phone started ringing, that was game over. I think total cost me $15,000 to do everything I needed to do. And within the first 60 days of owning that business, I made about $80,000, and I've been running ever since. And that was about 15 years ago. And that's house leveling and house lifting. I level, lift houses, and do construction. So there's nothing you can't do. If that business owner has died, it's not always that the kids want to do what you do. Trust me, I know. I have several businesses. I own several businesses. And my kids don't want to do what I do. They say they're going to go to college and do something else. That's fine. But what happens to those businesses when I die? My wife sure don't want the business. So now I die and the business just dies with me. She sell off the merchandising equipment. They live happily ever after. But that business still exists. All it takes is somebody like you to go to that business, Google search the name, take over that business, and then later on, if you want to switch that business to your name, you can. But I wouldn't. Wendy's is not owned by Wendy's family. Walmart is not owned by the Waltons. It's owned by a Chinese corporation. And they left the names because the money is in that name. They've took 10s and 20s and 30s of years to build a company name. And now, just because the family sold the name, don't mean I'm going to go change it. No, I'm going to leave the name. If I buy a Popeyes, I'm not going to change it to Terry's. I'm going to leave it Popeyes because everybody knows Popeyes. So, like I said, ask Al Terry Henry. I'm giving you game. I'm giving you wealth. I'm giving you a plethora of knowledge. If you find it anywhere in your heart you want me to keep giving you game because I got so much stuff to tell you that's going to make you rich, then hey, drop a link in our Cash App, drop a link in our Venmo, send a Zelle. We accept all of them. But I'm going to keep dropping knowledge for you either way. and we're gonna keep trying to make you rich. That's my goal. I done got here. So I don't have to worry about you becoming my competition because I don't even work anymore. I just invest and I sit back and I double my money. But now it's your time to work and become a multi-millionaire. Ask out Terry Henry. There's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it.